Hello. How are you guys doing today? I think we're live now. Hello to everybody watching.
Hello.
So today we're here, Andreas, Tim, and ready to answer all your questions. Please type in where you're from. Hi guys, hello to you. Type in where you're from and let's give it a few minutes. I can see we are 8 people now here watching, and then type in your questions, and then feel free to ask us anything.
That Cyprus traffic, huh? I can hear
No, it's actually crazy, man. I can see Andreas. Andreas and I are sitting in the same office. He's over there, a little far away from me, but it seems like you're on the street.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's a very honest question, this one here. Somebody think, good morning.
Good morning to you too.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Good question.
Somebody think that our prices are too high. That's actually funny. So a few weeks ago, we went to Mexico, and when we went to Mexico to an expo there, I was doing a little research, and I checked among 4 or 5 other companies, and no, it is, if you take one of our challenge, the 100K challenge, we absolutely not have a high price compared with many others. But if we should talk about prices and value, then maybe we can talk a little about the daily payout. Andreas, Tim, what do you guys think? It's probably, I mean, it's a good deal, right? If you feel the price is a little higher, then remember that first of all you have the option to take a refund very fast and get your registration fee back if you pass the challenge, of course, and at the same time, take daily payouts.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue time is money, right? If you want to pay a tiny bit less and then wait 2 weeks for every payout, that I guess it's your right. But if you want to trade and get your money, then I think this is more than justified.
Yeah, and I'd be also a bit careful depending on what we're comparing to, right? Because there's apples and apples, and there's apples and oranges that you can compare. There's people that compare some very, very low prices in the industry with a prop firm that has shown maybe not as much validity, and they're trying to get market share. So sometimes seeing a price which is too low, if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Be careful.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one. So what's the average time it takes to get the account credentials after buying a challenge? The average, that's a good one.
I think, Tim, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it should be just like a few minutes, right? Unless it's over the weekend and there might be some platform maintenance, because if platforms are doing maintenance, they could be down for a couple of hours. Then maybe you need to wait until the platform is back up. But other than that, during the week, it should be 5 minutes, right?
I mean, it should be instant. Of course, there can sometimes be a delay of like 30 seconds, 2 minutes, something like this. But typically, as soon as the payment has been confirmed, you get your credentials issued by the system, and you get your emails, you see the account on your dashboard, and you're good to get started.
So this one here is actually a good one, and my answer is very simple. I'm thinking exactly the same like you. No, seriously. Yes, we're one of the few, maybe still the only one, if not one of the few companies who's doing it. But I don't know why the other guys are not doing it in the industry. I can't answer for them.
Yeah, one of the reasons I think is also the operational chaos, right? Because if you allow people to withdraw multiple times a day, you have to have the manpower and have the people to actually process multiple payouts a day. And most firms would rather they have to deal with payouts once every 2 weeks rather than every day. There's also one question that I saw here, and I'd like to bring it up about futures crypto payments. Yeah, so this is actually something that we announced yesterday. It's coming as of next week. So basically, with our futures product at FunderProFutures.com, we now accept crypto payments, and we will also be paying out traders in crypto. The one thing that you would have to take care of, though, is that because it's a subscription model in futures, whenever you sign up with a credit card, unless you go and manually cancel it from your dashboard, it will rebill your credit card and give you a new account if you don't have one, or let you continue trading on that same account if you do. However, with crypto, because we can't rebuild a crypto card, you're going to have to extend your account manually through your dashboard if you want to keep that same account. So if you're halfway through your profit targets and you want to keep that same account for the next month, you're going to have to manually go to your dashboard and purchase an extension of another 30 days. So yeah, keep note of that.
Somebody's asking about the swing account here. Has there been any changes regarding the swing account? I think the swing account, no, not the swing. We had a little change lately regarding the fast track, the one phase account, but the swing account, everything should be straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, let's ask everybody watching now. So, what account type do you prefer? Swing, a two-phase, or a one-phase account? You can type that in the box. It could be interesting to see when you take a challenge. Which one of them do you prefer? Okay, let's find another good question. Remember, you can ask questions for FunderPro Futures, for FunderPro. This is actually a funny one. What is your important rules? It seems like you've been trading a lot all over the industry, and so let me ask you guys: what type of trader are we looking for? What do you think? What do you have in mind? We definitely will not look for gamblers. So if you are planning to go full speed on the first trade, it's probably not the right place to be. Yes, we have a consistency rule. Have that in mind. But beside this, I think
it's pretty simple for me. It's just like we're looking for traders that have a profitable trading strategy, that are not looking to just make a big hit and run, that don't recycle accounts, just trying to make big payouts and just starting over challenges, and respecting our accounts as if they were theirs, right? Because people step into prop thinking that, oh, it's not my money, so I'll just like try things out. But we do have a team here that are also checking and making sure that the people that are working with us are people that do want to work with us long term and are not just trying to recycle accounts.
Regarding accounts, max allocation is still 200K. Yes, yep. At this moment, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's find another one. Okay, let's talk about the consistency rule. Somebody asked about here, I passed my challenge, but it's saying the consistency rule. And it is exactly what Andreas mentioned before, but see, maybe we can share with them again. So the consistency rule, how does it work and how is it? It is 45%, right? You cannot make more than 45% on a trade the same day. So I will say after here also, I will share a link in our YouTube channel. I can maybe find this here at the same time so you can see this. We have a very good video on YouTube about our consistency rule. But like Andreas said before, don't try to make 10% in one trade. It's a no-go. And inside the dashboard, Tim, you and the team, you created a kind of an overview for traders here, right?
Exactly, yeah. The idea is it's not meant to punish you or keep you from passing. It's meant to just kind of guide you towards being a consistent trader. And this is really the main thing we want to see. So on your challenge dashboard or any account dashboard where this applies, you can always see the consistency rule, let's say the limit, which is 45% for most accounts and now 15 for that one phase. And you can see how you're currently doing against that. Obviously in the beginning, when you have little profit on the account, we take it against the total profit that you would need to reach to pass the account. And later on, as you might have more profit on the account, obviously that can shift. And this is also sometimes why you would see if early in your challenge or at some point in your challenge, you have a very big profit day, which might indicate you maybe sized up a little too large or, rode volatility when it was a little bit risky to do. Then we also show you how much additional profit you'd have to earn to drop that trade or that daily profit to the accepted percentage of your overall profit. But again, at any time, you just check your dashboard and you can see how you're currently doing against that rule. And I think there was a follow-up question too, someone mentioning a concern that they might fail or something might happen to the account. So it's something that's typically called a soft breach. If you violate or don't conform to the consistency rule, you're not going to fail. You're just not going to pass. So it's not going to stop the account or fail the account because of the rule. You just need to take more time to get that share down and then pass the account.
That's right. We got another one here also about the funding thing. Look, this is another thing. Now we are live, right? And you have, all of you watching now, you have a great opportunity to come with feedback to us. Write in what you think we should improve or add or something like this. It's a good opportunity. I know many of you prefer probably to have a higher max allocation. At the moment, it's 200K. And it's, of course, a way we also manage our risk. But feel free to give us feedback now in the comment field here. And yeah, we will take notes for sure. Okay.
There's someone asking if he can change the account type from swing to regular after the purchase. Unfortunately not. So after you purchase your account type, you're tied to that account. However, if you haven't placed a trade on it yet, then reach out to the team and we'll see what we can do. But make sure that it's a totally fresh account that you've only just purchased and you haven't placed a trade on it yet. And don't come after 2 months asking for a change on an account.
So here again, what happens if I pass, let's say, 300K accounts, but you can only be max funded with 200K at any given time. So the other one will just be on standby, and if you lose one of the other accounts, then you can take it into calculation and you can use it. But it's interesting. So do you guys love to just take a lot of challenges at the same time, same strategy, or how do you want to go about it? Since you want to trade 3 at the same time, why not trade one by one? Maybe type in, let me hear what you think. Yeah, all of you. Okay. Somebody asking about the promo. It's a good one. So somebody wants to know when we launch campaigns and promo codes. Smart move. I would say follow us on social media. You will definitely see there. Connect with all our affiliates around the world as well. I mean, for sure, they will also let you know. But I don't think we plan to publish a whole calendar, so you know exactly what day we plan to put a campaign out. Okay. Do you have giveaways? Yeah, sometimes we do. Especially if you follow us on X or Instagram, you will randomly see that sometimes we are coming out with giveaways. So it's the best thing to do is to follow us on social media for sure. This one, Team Andreas. This one is another good one. Can I request payouts daily once or multiple times with FunderPro account? So how many times can I take a payout, let's say?
So in terms of frequency, there is no limit. We have a requirement that you need to reach a certain amount of profit on the account before we can request one. You know, obviously, if someone requested a payout every $2, that wouldn't do them much good. It would kind of spam us a little bit. So there's a small profit requirement on the account. But beyond that, as long as you trade consistently, you don't gamble with the funds allocated to you. You know, just keep trading, keep making profits, keep requesting, and you'll get your payouts as often as you like.
I cannot even remember the record, but I know some people have been taking a lot of payout in the same.
I think it definitely was double digits.
Exactly.
Yeah, for one person. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this one is an interesting one. I know many people ask about it. Will it come? What's the plan? And the best thing to share with you right now, it is that we will be back with more info. I know, Andreas, you were thinking, what will I say? No, I know they all
soft maybe.
Yeah. Everybody's.
It's just. I think it's just a stay tuned. That's what we can.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. What else? So feel free to ask and also give us feedback. You know, if you think you have spotted things we should change, do different, then it's a good opportunity for you now to just type in here what you think and what you like. Another one with MC5. Yes, I know that. Okay, this one I just want to put on and say, hey, thank you very much. Let's see what else. We got so many comments now. That's good. I think people now are ready. Let me ask you. So, how many of you are trading right now? I know that today we did this AMA a little earlier. In 10 minutes, the US market will really open. Are you planning to? Yeah. What's your plan today? Let's say all of you trading NQ or Nasdaq. Are you planning to go long or short here in the next hour? Type in what's your what do you think? Okay, this one is another one. I think we have to address it, and as you mentioned before we went live, maybe also Tim. What is the situation with Rise at the moment?
Yeah, so look, our team has been processing all payments the same as we always have, and people that are taking crypto payouts know this. However, there has been, I think, a slight delay on Rise side. Not to throw the guys under the bus, I'm sure they're sorting it out, but it used to be like instant as like crypto, but now I've heard, not only from our firm actually, while searching around, I've heard that it's overall with Rise taking maybe 1 or 2 days now to actually move funds from our account into the trader's account. But yeah, unfortunately, this is not on our side. We process the payouts instantly, but crypto is always an option, right? You can always choose to switch over to crypto if you want. That's been performing as usual.
So people now, you all comment back now about that if you're long or short, and somebody say long after confirmation on what? On long on Nasdaq or S&P? What are you long on? Or just your life?
Long on life. I see someone saying that they're long on the S&P 500.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Yes, it's been a very difficult week, right? So let's see what else. Somebody is asking again, can I have a discount? Okay, look.
Well, that's actually something we do have and have had for, I think, coming up on the existence of the firm now. You should, if you fail a phase 1 account, check your dashboard. You should see an option to take another try at the same challenge at a slight discount. If you opted in for marketing emails, you might also get communications, allowing you to get back into the same challenge at a discount. So yeah, nothing wrong with trying again. And typically there are options available for that.
So this one here is also going, maybe Andreas, lately you decided to step into trading as well. So what's the plan here? How do you develop a trading strategy?
Look, definitely people shouldn't take advice from me, but stepping in as a complete newbie to try and develop a strategy with the help of Christian as well. I mean, the very basic stuff that you also suggested, and most of the professional traders out there suggested, was to just learn the basics of support and resistance, trend lines, to just manage your risk effectively in terms of don't try to hit that 10% banger without having a stop loss in place. So a few of the stuff that Christian guided me to put in place is I always aim for like 1 to 2% on my profit targets with a risk reward of 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and just trade on trend lines and support and resistance. So that's like the very basic starter pack, I think. How about you, Christian?
You're doing very good, man. I saw some of your trades and you won and stuff like this. But I think it was a trial you took, right? So yeah. So step by step.
I bet when I put some money into it, it's going to be a different feeling there.
Then we will see the real you. But it's good, man.
Yeah, actually, I have a question for Christian, since we're kind of on the topic, and you mentioned what people are trading now. Like, obviously, things have been like pretty volatile last good 2 weeks in all markets, pretty much. Even FX, I'm looking at the charts now and then, not trading myself, just kind of witnessing the chaos, like the ups and downs. But you can't really put your trading career on hold for 2 or 3 weeks. So how do you approach like these times when things are just generally more volatile? Like, what kind of adjustments do you make? How you size trades? How you take them?
No, that's perfect, because as you know, if you are trading intraday, so you open and close the trades the same day, you want the market to move a lot. That's only good. So it's not bad when it moves a lot. What you should look out for is that when you lose, you still stick to your stop loss, because you can really lose a lot if not. So as more it moves, it's exactly very nice. Now the last couple of days I've been like, okay, it's still moving, but it's not like 1-2 weeks ago when Trump, he made it to move, maybe, or I don't know who did it, but it was definitely crazy, right? So what do you guys think now? Do you feel that it has been a difficult month to trade, everybody, or do you feel that, hey, April here, that was good?
So I just pulled up a question here saying, how much money do you need to start trading? And I think this highlights the fact of why prop firms have become so popular over the past few years, because realistically speaking, anyone who's trying to make 20% on his account is like not trading properly, right? He's over risking. So if you only had like $500 to trade with, going for that 1-2% wouldn't really mean much. Like trying to make $5-10 on the account realistically is not an option. You would go for that 100% return to make your 500, 1,000. Whereas with prop firms now, I think you can actually start trading with a lot less, like even by taking the free trials at first, obviously to get knowledgeable with the product. And after that, even with $100, you get access to 10K worth of capital. Obviously you have to take the challenge first and pass it, but 1% on a 10K challenge is like $100, right?
Yeah.
And you can obviously just trade for the more realistic profit targets there with just $100.
This one here is also a good one. What's the common mistakes new traders make? Andrea, so you said that you just started now and you want to learn to trade. What do you think will be your biggest mistakes when you look back 1 year from now?
That's a good question. If I knew, I probably wouldn't make the mistakes.
No,
right?
of course.
But I think because like being in the prop firm industry for like coming up to 4 years now and talking with a lot of clients, I think most of them is just they want quick returns, right? They want to make that profit target on the first, second day. They want to get funded within a week. And it's trying to rush into it is just leading to you either failing your daily drawdowns because you want to make that big profit and it goes opposite. Everybody makes mistakes. No trader is 100% accurate. So yeah, I think the most common mistake is just not being patient enough and revenge trading. When you make a loss, you want to make it back. Just like step away. You're more, I think, professional in this. Christians talk about it, but I think, people should just have a strategy, stick to it, and step away when it's not working.
I think we also should remember that what you learn here, and if you will continue try to learn the skill about trading, there could be days where you could make more than people will be months where you will make more than they will make in a year. So I think it's okay. It takes a long time, and I think you should be aware that if it was so easy and to make a lot of money, everybody would do it and everybody try. But many people, they stop because it is a skill and it takes time. And you will win, you will fail, you will have this up and down. But just stick to it and try to improve. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, soon we're running out of time. Should we find another one here, Tim, in the last moment and see if we can find another one? And please still type in if you have.
Christian, this might be a good one for you. It's interesting. How do you stay updated on market news?
That was funny, right? Remember, you were in Mexico also. So we were running into a very professional trader. He was very good. He was on a very high level, and we talked about it. That was the days when the market moved a lot, and Trump was talking 1,000 points up and down. It was crazy, and he just said, "I'm not trading the headlines." And remember, he said that, and he was on a very high level as a trader, not a prop, but even higher, a lot higher. And I think you should have in mind that if it is your strategy to trade news, first of all, do your research and find a place where you're allowed to trade the news, because we will not allow the news trading, and it's high risk. Maybe you will have one big winner, yes, but next day you will blow the account. This is not the type of trader we are looking for. But so I'm also not trading the news. I'm trying to follow my strategy no matter what, news or not. But of course I understand, and I watch the economic calendar to understand, okay, today 4:35 there will be this news release and so on. But I'm just trying to stick to the strategy more than to what's going on. But it's because I have this strategy. So it's not easy for me to answer 100%. But I follow, of course, what's going on, the economic calendar. That's the main thing. And then what's the big, if Fed in America, if he's talking, or Trump is talking, of course. But I'm not using it as a part of my strategy. But maybe you do. So it can be, it's a little different from person to person. Okay, any other last question here before we just wanted to hop on here and say hi to everybody. We couldn't make it yesterday, and we will do it again soon. So it's all about full transparency, right? So you have a chance also to ask us anything, not only our support, but also us here, and get some feedback from you. Okay, so this one here, let's finish with this one. How do you evaluate your trading performance? Oh, hey, yeah, that's a good one.
No, I think you need to journal, right? You need to journal and see, like, zoom out and see the bigger picture. You can't just you can't define if someone's profitable or not just by looking on one day or even 1 week. You need to zoom out. There's traders, like the most profitable traders I know, they have a month that might have went in negative, but the important thing is that 8 or 9 months were profitable, and those 3 that were down, they managed to sustain their psychology and not ruin the rest of it, and stick to the strategy, and be able to zoom out and take a step back when things are not going as well.
Yeah, I think it also helps you figure out your own strategy or your own patterns. You know, after you trade for like 3-6 months, maybe you're going to recognize in certain conditions, on certain trades, in certain moments, you're going to make more money or lose more. So you can also tune your strategy and get more out of your own work like that.
So let's finish. I lost the challenge the other day. I was in phase 2 and I lost the challenge, and it was a bad mistake I did. And I can share it with you guys, and you can laugh, all of you, if you've been in the same situation. So sometimes I just trade too much, and it was 11 o'clock in the evening, and I was in phase 2 and in a challenge, and then I was a little tired, right? And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold. I will close my position before the market closed, because you never know if there's a big gap when you wake up next day. But I fall asleep. And 3 hours later, I woke up like, it was 3 o'clock in the night where I am. And I was like, hey, what happened? What happened? And I was exactly, funny enough, that day, that moment, a very big gap in the market. And I lost the account because of that. And it was not, the account was not even in minus. It was like, I was really on my way to pass. So stick to your rule, don't overtrade. And I did definitely there. So that was
and don't sleep when you're trading.
No. And it's not, and the funny thing, it's not the first time. I've done it before. It's like, so yeah. Keep talking about patterns. I was like, yeah, okay, I need to change that for sure.
Shouldn't be asleep while trading.
Yeah. Okay. Look, everybody, feel free to, of course, text, join us on social media, DM us, ask support if you have questions. Overall, reach out if you have some feedback or anything we can help you with. And then we wish you all a very good trading day and good trading week next week. And we will absolutely be back again very soon. Right?
Have a nice weekend, guys. Take time to
enjoy
rest.
your weekend.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.